in the, in our ITF, in the European theatre, you have to deal with front leg and front leg side kick in particular all the time. You have to have solutions for this. Male, female, junior, senior, doesn't matter. You've got to be able to deal with this. So that's going to be the next challenge that we have to unravel, how to beat the front leg.
Yes, we've got lots of examples here and lots of ways to beat it. You can go under the leg like we see here, Axel. But what some good solid principles is, you want to come over the top of the leg like we see here from Cian. So if it's a middle section side kick, you want to go over it. Of course, you can clash with your own front leg and go as well. So that's a nice example here as well from Martin Gidea in red. So you do want to be aware of that. You want to be first ideally. You want to be on top ideally. And these are all examples of being on top. As well, you have options of coming around the leg as well. This works nicely if you change it. So if it's a middle side kick, you go high. If it's a high side kick, you come under. So if you do the opposite, that's a nice little strategy to be able to deal with that front leg. You ideally want to be covering this problem as it lifts, like we see here, Ryan Shelley in blue. As the leg comes off the floor, he's worrying about that problem and getting it done early. You don't want them to get a little bit of momentum on you.
I think that one's worth just reiterating as we're watching through the last couple of these. The earlier you can cut off the problem, the more problems you're cutting off, because the front leg develops and gives you more options the higher the knee goes. So it could be a turning kick, a hook kick, a downward kick. It could be a hack, a side kick. But if you can get in there and interrupt it before the knee gets above the hip, you have a very good chance of making that counter work for you.
And again, David Kerr here in red is an example of keeping his footwork and his rhythm. He doesn't stop and wait, because then it's easy for the person on the side kick to read what you're going to do. He's still moving and given possibilities of many options. So that's another key if you want to counter well.
Yeah, absolutely.